Okay, here we are back at Grille for part 2 of our shelling and jewelry movie set. And yep, still fogged in, still the same location. But enjoy watching because after we get done collecting everything, we're going to make great stuff. Find here another operculum. Go with the one we found before. It's not quite as big, but still very cool. Just got in the surf and got this little beautiful guy out of there. Oh gosh, last wave just put so much junk in my shoes. Oh, that's a lovely little whelk. Very nice.
Yeah. Well,
and then
a horse conch in here. There's a couple of tulips.
I see this little fella, which is a little juvenile fighting conch as well. So yeah, there's some decent stuff up here in the rack too. Yeah, he can stay.
I know.
Man, that wave though, they're just slamming into you.
I know.
It sort of hurts.
Well, I walked down there to give that couple a really nice fighting conch I picked up.
Oh, cool, babe.
And then, boom, gave me that beautiful whelk.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's pretty.
Yeah. Well, so far the shell gods have been good to us today. How's it up there toward the seawall? Anything worth looking at up in the rocks?
Nothing.
No? That's the first place people go.
I'm kind of disappointed because this is where I want to bring that truck.
Oh, for rock crawling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, it's all filled in.
I know.
And there's another beautiful Stormy Venus clam. Just found this little guy rolling around in the water. He's kind of nice. I see a tulip. Ooh, that was cold. But worth it. Look at that creamy orangey color on that. Isn't that beautiful? Definitely a keeper. Very nice tulip shell here. Put that one in the bag with my olive. There's pieces of sand dollars everywhere, but I think they may have come from the next island down in the bed because there's a very large bed there. So, not finding any whole ones. I'm gonna find a nice whole olive though. That's a good shell. Yay! Alright, looking for tulips and murexes. Since we know that there's quite a bit of both of them here. Ooh! And I just spotted a little baby Florida fighting conch. A little juvenile, really nice. Let's see what other goodies we have out here. Oh god, that's big. Ooh! It's a really nice hard cockle shell. Well, half of one. When the two halves are joined together and you find them next to each other, they look like a heart. Also known as a giant Atlantic cockle or Van Heining's cockle. Gosh, there's lots of stuff out here. Morning. Happy New Year. Are you finding lots of great stuff?
Yeah, a lot of them I got to make sure that there's no live ones.
Oh, you're in good shape with those fellas there. Yeah. If on these tulips that you see a little oval right here, that's the operculum, and it's definitely alive.
Yeah.
But you will find some of them half eaten and hanging out as well.
Well, I
So-
don't want no live ones. I accidentally took one home before, and it's
Oh,
like
they smell the car up something
Oh,
awful,
my
don't they?
goodness. Yeah.
Now, are you from here in Florida, or did you come here just to
we got
shell?
a place here in Florida, but
Uh-huh.
we're from Ohio, so we come
Oh.
down for the winter.
Well, welcome, welcome.
Yes, I love it here. It's
We do too. I live just across the bridge down in Bradenton, actually. So, yep.
Haven't been to that beach yet.
Not much on it. You got to go to Longboat, Turtle, or Lido, or
Okay.
further south.
Yeah.
Every once in a great while there'll be okay stuff on Anna Maria, but nah.
I found this beach to have more than what I've been to.
Oh.
Honeymoon Island and
Casa Grill,
Casa Grill.
that's what we are on right now.
Yeah.
This place is the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
Every trip I make here, I go home with a couple of bags full
I
of great
know.
stuff.
It's beautiful.
It's a wonderful spot to shell.
Beautiful.
Well, lovely chatting with you. Happy New Year's. Oh, gosh. Great base scallops in here. I guess he was worth waiting wet for. He's a nice one. Oh, I see another too. Oh, but these waves. Oh, and it's not what I thought it was. It is a very discolored sailor's ear, so we're going to leave that in the water where he is. Got a little hinged, prickly cockle here. Actually, oh, lovely. Look at that tan and purple inside. Isn't that beautiful? That's a nice one. That'll make a great pair of earrings. I think I'll set those aside and work on those and show you an earring pair with them after the end of this video. Just pulled another really pretty one out of the surf and just caught sight of a... There you are. Hey, little fella. That is a really small... Oh, no. Oh, no. Really small little Florida fighting conch right there. And I see some olives rolling around in here, too. Let me see if I can get them. Oh, there's one. Oh, where'd the other guys go? They took off on me. Oh, heavens. Oh, there it goes. I saw it. There. Oh, he wasn't even worth it. He's all chewed up. Oh, well. Still fun to grab. All right. That can't stay here. And it looks like it's been here a while because a barnacle actually formed inside of it. I don't know if you can see that down there. So that's beach crap that's been rolling around for a really long time. I think it's time to take it out of the water and get it tossed. And I see another little banded tulip down here. Let's see if we can get it. There it is. It's a little bit chewed up shape on the backside, but the top of it's really nice, and I love the color, so we'll take it home anyway. And I see a lightning whelk. What have we got here? Well, he's not perfect, but he'll clean up halfway decent. So we'll take him home and see how he looks. Gosh, there's so much stuff in the water here, it's insane. Loads and loads of just everything. I can barely put the walker down for fear of breaking something I might want. Oh, and as I turned, I spotted another lightning whelk over here. There we go. All right. Keep going. What's this little guy? That's a great little find. That is from a talon shell, a little fat Atlantic talon. He's neat. In the bag he goes. I am trying to find some larger bay scallops to make some angels out of. Let's see if we find any that we can use here in this little stretch, since there seems to be a lot of them. This guy might work, actually. And that one definitely will work. And no way. I think I found a sand dollar in this rough surf. Can you imagine? Oh, the bird. Unbelievable to find this with all of these rocks and all of this wave action. Wow. Fog is starting to lift now, and you can see what we could not see across to before. On the other side of Grille, that bit of island you see there sticking out of the mist is top part of a couple of islands that are together known as Shell Key. And then we're getting over toward the end of the breakwater on this side, and to the right of this pile of rocks there may be a pile of shells to go check out. We're gonna go look there last. Just found this great little calico clam rolling around here in the surf. And it's tough going in here. This sand is soft and it's sucking the tips of my walker in, making it a little tough for me to get around. So I think I'm gonna make my way back where I was. I was finding more tulips there. But, you know, before I go, I'll just take this calico clam right here. It's sitting right here. Oh, I see another one too. And an olive. Uh-oh. Might have just lost it. There it is. There's three nice, really cute little calico clams. All right then, let's, we're getting an awful lot of folks right on top of us here, and I sort of like having the beach a little quieter. So we're gonna try on the other side and see if there's a pile to paw through and wrap it up. So let's keep going, see what else we find. Okay, now we're on this side of the breakwater. Got some pile action going on here that we can paw through. You see if the beach things are still pretty fogged in up there north of the Don Caesar Hotel. And oh boy, the waves really pushed up some stuff over here. Let's go look at it. I'm standing on a mountain of shells, like a literal little hill of them. And they're all mixed in and amongst these rocks. And who knows what kind of goodies are down here. But I spotted one already. An orange scallop! Oh, orange scallops, those are my favorite. Orange scallops are the bomb. Ooh, and I see an otter down there. And a seraph behind it. And these little guys too. Alright, so there's lots to look at here, but I'm not sure how much there is to find. Some of this looks like it's been gone through pretty well, but there's a little piece of coral and a little calico scallop, and there's a nice white one. Now things smell a little weird. Not like dead fish, red tide nasty, but just off, sort of. I'm not sure. Reminds me of warm mineral springs a little bit. I'm not sure how much I'm going to want to play in this pile. Alright, so we've moved away from the pile, which looks like a lot of busted pieces. And we're seeing what we can find on the beach a little further from the breakwater. There's a really nice pink one. It's gorgeous. Might be almost done for the day. Might be at the limit of how many more times I can actually keep bending forward. Excellent physical therapy. But, you know, kind of wearing out here. Another nice calico. Look at the size of that guy. He'd have been a nice find in one piece. Oh well. Poke around over here in this little pile up this way, see if we find anything, and if not, you know what? I think we're gonna call it and go get some breakfast. Alright, there's massive piles everywhere. The surf action has gotten quite rough and it drops off deeply. And this is basically our third spot at the same beach that we've hit today. So I think we're gonna call it a morning and go have some breakfast someplace. But thanks for coming along with us to Paso Grille. Another fabulous shell walk. And we'll see you again soon. Make sure to stay tuned near the end of the video where you can see that really nice hinged pair of the prickly cockles get made into a pair of earrings. Okay, let's take a look at all the goodies that we found at Paso Grille. As you can see, my little table's really full here. Top down view of that. Alright, let's get started. Okay, calico scallops, and one of them I want to make a point of showing that's hinged, and again, not the same color front and back. So I kind of wanted to show that guy. We had all of these dulcineas that were hinged. These purple mussel shells. We have a buttercup lucine, a yellow prickly cockle, and a hinged crossbar Venus, which make nice earrings. Found this, which is a soft coral deposit on top of a shell. Very cool. The seraph, the auger, the worm snails, the bubble, and the purple tegulus. We have two really nice operculums. We have some apple murex guys, some whelks, a mossy arc, olive shells. These are calico clams, and this one had a very interesting repair in it, so I really liked that one. Sunray Venus clams. We had some Florida fighting conchs and some little horse conchs. How cute are those guys? And our sand dollar that broke. Also got a really nice selection of tulips. And this large Atlantic cockle. And two of these hinged prickly cockles, which are going to be turned into earrings. It's some really beautiful colors inside. These little guys here are the sailor's ears. And those are the baby's ears. That is an Atlantic fat tellin. We have this coral, this nice spiny jewel box, tinted cantharus, a drill shell, a button snail, a couple of the moon snails. This, which is actually a fossil, and we'll talk about in a second, this beautiful Florida cone, and this little one, which is unusual. And this is called a star snail. And we don't find these here very often, so that was why when we found it, we didn't immediately know what it was. I thought maybe it was some kind of a strange top snail or something like that. But nope, that is a star snail. It's just very worn and doesn't have its spines. But still a very cool find since it's unusual for our area. So, what are we going to pick to work with? Let's see. Well, I did promise earrings from those. And I do have some interesting scallops here that I would like to just clean up a little, get a better sense for their coloring. Let's see. Well, we got so many beautiful tulips that I think one of them should be made into something. I think we'll take this one. And also, I'm going to clean up that guy. As fragile as that is, that might be a little tricky, but we're going to try it out. It should work the same as it does for the scallops and the other things I make things with. And then you'll see these whelks, not all of these are in fantastic shape. So we're going to take this guy here and try cleaning him up too. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna add this one to the mix as well. I just wanted to show this shell off. It has some kind of strange repair here going on, and the colors are astonishing. I mean, you can see purple in there, and it's almost black, that bright orange, and an iridescent quality to the smooth part of that shell, almost like there's glitter or mica flakes in it. This guy is a beauty. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do anything jewelry-wise with it, or if I'm just going to clean this up just to see how pretty he actually is. But yeah, I really kind of love that one. There's another scallop to get cleaned up. And another one. All right. Lastly, we'll talk about this. Now, I found this one at Grille, and then on an upcoming video, you're going to see a trip to Egmont Key, and I found a fistful more of them. And it turns out that this is not a modern snail, but actually a freshwater snail that is from the Pleistocene to Pliocene time frame. So this guy is before the Ice Age and definitely a fossil. How cool is that? Awesome! Okay, so here we have all of the pieces from our Paso Grille trip that have been cut and drilled and oysters cleaned off them and things like that. And you'll notice that the colors seem like they're dulled out a little bit. So I am going to actually put some oil on these and bring the color back up and then assemble them into some jewelry. Just to illustrate how much different it looks now that it's been oiled, you can see the heart still has like a dullness to it. And look at it compared to this one. Let's see if I can adjust that camera a little bit so you can see that. So you can see how much more vibrant this looks, and the only thing it's gotten that's any different is just a little bit of coconut oil on it. Just do the half so you can see that, and do one earring instead of both so you can really see that difference. So we're gonna go ahead and do the rest of those little guys up there. Okay, so we have everything oiled and wiped down, looking very colorful and beautiful. And as you can see, I've got some charms picked out, some jump rings, some earring findings, things like that. Some of these are going to be made into sets, and some will just be plain earrings or plain necklace. But let's get started. And I noticed that this kind of goes with these guys color-wise, picking up that middle, and that these two scallops were actually really close to each other. I mean, look at the edges. That's pretty crazy. So since they were so close, I think they all belong together. So I'll make some earrings and a necklace pendant out of this bunch. Our little prickly cockle and mermaid earrings. How cool. Oh, I like these so much. And they're light. They're not heavy. They look heavy, but they're not. They're very lightweight. Oh, these are adorable. There, the finished stuff. And let's move on to the next one. Well, now that I know the holes are very small for the jump rings to fit over this style of shell, I am probably going to change this to the dark also. And it does not bother me in the least that the rest of those will be gold and that'll be an antique brass. Because number one, gold and brass go together. And number two, it matches the shells. So that's what's going to happen next.